Boom, all right. Kenman here, and today's unboxing does not have a box. Here we are, ta-da! This is from the Fred the Lug collection. You all know Fred, great guy, sent me a few of his knives to check out, review, share with all of you. This is one of them. This is the new Breed EDC Wingspan, another design from Loot. You know him, you love him. Look at this wingspan right here. Soak it in. Thanks to Fred for sending some stuff out. We'll get to check them out over the next few days here. Boom. The wingspan. Soak it in. Nice. So what are we looking at? Got an S35 VN blade with a crazy looking shape. The notch in there, the fuller groove is really cool. Got titanium on the back of the handle with some grooves, and then this silver twill kind of carbon fiber on the front half of the handle. Ooh, really cool look. So first thing I noticed was the fuller groove notch is really close to the handle. There's not a lot of relief to get to that, but you really don't have to try very hard, and that flick out just works effortlessly. So it's plenty. There's enough grab on there. You'd think that maybe it wouldn't, but well, there I failed that. But you don't have to try hard to get in there. It works quite well. Thumb in the same way. You really don't have to put too much to it. You would think you would need it to have a little more access, but it is dialed in and tuned pretty nicely. There is a front flipper right there as well. Kind of a nice rollover style. That front flipper works pretty good. Cool stuff. All right, let's soak it in here. We got that, like I said, S35 VN, titanium, and the twill carbon fiber. Matching little twill pieces on the inserts for the clip. Clip cannot be swapped to the other side. It does have a unique curve to it for one side only, but it looks like there's just the one screw hole. It really might not require that much. You'd have to make a notch right there, but you could almost make this have a clip on the other side. What do you guys think? Nice captive pivot on there, liner lock, recessed in. The scale covering it up so you don't have to worry about that pressure from the lefty thumb. Little bit of a recessed area right there for getting that access. Does drop quite well. Action on this is great. Okay, tons of jimps as I love it. Nice stack of jimps out there. Choke up spot, still get on there. You can even put a few more jimps out like that. My little tucked finger draw cuts work really good. The tip is in a very nice place. Good looking grind on there. Smooth, clean design. Blade and handle, I guess, are a little thinner kind of this way. Makes it look long. I generally prefer a little bit more beef this direction. This does feel nice in the hand though. When I choke up on it, plenty of handle out the back there. Relaxed grip here. It's a good size. It basically feels like a full sizer. Action is fun. Blade is centered mostly. Looks like it might be just a tiniest bit that way. It's solid. No movement. Maybe get in there and give it a little bit of one little crank down. It might put it right in the center. But the action is nice, and that blade is not moving as it is right now. And it does just drop shut, no problem. Who's got one of these? What do they think about it? New Breed EDC. Loot's been making some cool designs. I quite enjoy this. This is some fun stuff. Action feels good. It seems like it would just be a nice solid user. All right. We're looking at just under 8, 7 7/8 on the full length there. 3.5 on the blade with a 3 1/4 inch cutting surface with a slight curve on the belly. and 4 3/8 on the handle. 0.11 on blade thickness. Looks like it's pretty consistent all the way out to right there. And then you've got your grind, just a nice little flat boom. Handle 0.46, thickest part 0.9, kind of tucks into 7.1 there, and thickest on the blade is 9.7. Our battery is still going. It's still kicking. Telling us it's been dying for, it's got to be almost a year at this point. 3.24, wow, all right. That is a lighter 3.29, so it's a little bit lighter than the drop bear. It looks like it's longer, but again, it's that thin size, kind of deceives you a little. 3.24. Good weight on a knife this size, I think. So this is the Kaiser drop bear, great daily carry. Look at all those jumps. Good user, same size as your bug out, your pyrite. Good comparative size for you to get an idea. Looks like the handle is just 1/8 or 1/4 longer on the wingspan, and the blade's probably a 1/2 inch longer also. So this is more of a full size compared to that drop bear, compared to your bug outs. So this is Fred's knife. It is not a brand new knife sent to me right out of the pack. I usually do paper cut tests for reviews. In a case like this, the knife might not be, might have been used, might have been sharpened. It doesn't really look like it is, but we can't really rely on the quality of the cuts depending on how much use it's already been through. But that is absolute laser beam slicing right there. Solid 9 out of 10 on the cutting for that, no doubt. That was just a smooth, effortless, felt great. What a cool looking design. Great action on it. I would say if I had to critique anything, the front flipper seems to be a little close. Like it could be a little bit higher up, but I understand you don't want that bump to be up there higher. Some of them have these big old horns sticking out of there. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work, and I'm not trying to downplay the knife at all. This thing is actually really cool. Quite dig it. Always pay attention to what Lute's up to. He's got some great designs, great stuff going on. Check him out. Got a link down in the description there for you. Yeah, thanks again to Fred for sending me these knives. They will be coming out in the next couple days. You can check them out, enjoy them. Fred's always got really cool stuff going on. He's got his hand on the knife world pulse and is always showing us jeez, good finish, Dan, good finish. Always showing us some really cool stuff, so look forward to that, and I'll enjoy this one for another day or so before we get them shipped off. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.